Hello everybody and welcome to the very first episode of the Fintech Combine. My name is Kovacs. I'm the founder and CEO of Constellation Digital Partners. And in this, our very first episode, we're going to talk about why we call it the Fintech Combine and the community we're trying to create. So if you're ready to join us, let's get out on the field. So let's start off by talking about why do we call it the Fintech Combine. Back in the day, I had a friend of mine who I used to work with at Coastal Federal Credit Union by the name of Carlton Howard. Carlton was a genius when it came to payments and was passionate about credit union delivery for our members. And he used to have these little euphemisms that he would drop. And one of those really stuck with me as a lesson. So one day he turns to me and says, "Kris, everybody looks good in the locker room. But it's when you have to get out on the field and get your uniform dirty when you can tell who your real players are." Throughout the last 10 years of my career, I have been at the confluence of financial technology, digital transformation, and the credit union movement. We've seen all aspects of this business. I've seen fintechs who I knew had the next best idea and ones that were just pretenders. I've also seen credit union executives who were fearless leaders tackling great challenges and others who were as weak as a wine cooler. Applying Carlton's lessons to fintech, you might say it's not what happens on stage that's important. Instead, it's what happens after the contract is signed. Over the years, we've developed several predictable ways of evaluating fintechs. We'll put them in showcases. We'll make them compete each other in Shark Tanks, but not actually make investments in them. And the reality is that I don't believe this is enough for us to really understand the quality of the fintechs that we're working with, or what the true value of the application of their solution is in our business. Thinking about this spring, as I was watching the NFL Combine, I realized that we needed something more like it. If you don't know, the Combine is an annual event held by the NFL where they invite college players to come in and try out for different positions that are on a football team. What's neat about it is that everybody competing for the same position is subjected and measured on the very same tests. And what that creates is a brutal transparency into performance. I believe we need to create something like that for fintechs. And, by the way, for the credit unions who are implementing those fintechs. We need a way of measuring who's truly effective, who delivers, what are the problems we're encountering. We need transparency. We need the ability to understand what's working and what's not, so that our leaders can make the right decisions and not stumble over the same problems repeatedly. I realize that we need a place where we can have honest discussions, where we can share our results, where we can challenge each other, and at the same time inspire the next generation of technical and business leaders in our credit unions. And that's why we're creating a community around this Fintech Combine concept. We've created a Discord server and are inviting everyone to come participate as a part of that, where we can see information about the latest fintechs, ask questions from fintech experts, and participate in meetup events where we can share this information and build our capabilities as a movement. You see, this is more than just a YouTube video or a podcast. Our goal is to affect change in the entire movement. Constellation is proud to sponsor this event because we have 3 values that we live by. The first is take action, the second is no bullshit, and the third is open to all. We believe there perhaps is no better demonstration of these values in action than bringing this community together so that we can advance the entirety of the credit union movement. This community isn't just for those who have an association with Constellation. We're inviting every fintech to participate, every credit union, every community bank, because we have a responsibility to build a strong network of community financial institutions who can support the communities across this country that are so dependent on them. Along the way, we'll cultivate discussions and ideas on this video series and podcast. We will seek ideas and participation from our community, and we will talk to experts who have something to teach us. So if you want to be a part of this community, like or subscribe to this series on your platform of choice, join our Discord server, and never miss an episode. To join our Discord server, you can scan the flow code that's on the screen now, and it'll take you right to where you can join. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you here next time.